Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Monica. In today's video, I'm going over my TBR for the historical fiction readathon that's hosted by Tori from Novel Life and Christi from Christi Reads a Lot. So Christi and Tori have a book club that I pop in and out. I'm not the biggest historical fiction reader, but there are some that's been on my radar for a while. So I thought this time I was gonna go ahead and participate in this, and I will link their channels down below. So if you don't know about it, you can go over there and check it out. But it's running from July 14th to July 20th, which is next week. Anyway, so Christi made a TBR video. She has a whole list on that video of historical fiction recommendations. So I'm gonna leave her video linked down below. So if you want more recommendations, I highly recommend you go check her out, because I am not the place for historical fiction. Historical romance, yes. Historical fiction, not so much. They have prompts for this, and I'm gonna get out my computer, so I'm making sure that I get this correct. So the prompts are: read the group book, and I'll tell you what the group book is in a minute. Read a host book rec. Read a historical romance. Read a historical fiction set in the country you live in, which is the United States. Read a historical fiction set in the 1950s. Read a historical fantasy. Read a book from your library, and read a book longer than 350 pages. So those are the prompts, but they're also going to have reading sprints all next week. So the first reading sprints will be on July 14th, which is Monday at 8 p.m. on Tori's channel. Then on Wednesday, July 16th at 8 p.m. on Christi's channel. And then on Saturday, July 19th at 6 p.m. on Tori's channel as well. And then they will have the live show for the wrap up and talking about the group book on July 20th, which is next Sunday. And that will be at 8 p.m. on Christi's channel. So the group book that they chose is A Promise to Arlette. This is by Serena Burdick. I think I said her name right. Hopefully I did. That is actually also, that is on my TBR because I do want to read this book. It's set in the 1950s in the United States, so that's a couple of the prompts. So the next book that's on my TBR is Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. This one is historical fiction. It's a mystery thriller, and that sounds really good. I know that Lexi and or someone else who said that they really, really liked it. So I'm going off on their recommendations and when I put this on my list, because it does sound really good and I've heard good things about it. So for the prompt for a host recommendation, I've never read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book in my life. So I asked Tori, I asked everybody actually, what book should I start? So I'm going to start with Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm able to get this from my library. In fact, my hold already came through. So I am good to go with that one. So I am very happy about that one. I have very, very, very high hopes for what everybody's been saying. They're saying it's kind of like Stevie Nicks and a fictional version of Stevie Nicks. I haven't even seen the show for Daisy Jones and Six on Amazon, so I don't know. That's all I know. That's all I heard. I heard really great things about it, but that's all I know. So for my historical romance, I'm going to read His Stolen Bride by Shelley Thacker. This is a medieval romance, and I believe he steals a bride in this one, which is, I eat that trope up in historical romances. I love the stolen bride trope in historical romances and mafia romances. So I am going to be reading that. It does have another name on it, but I got the ebook. I got the ebook a while ago. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. And since this is the Historical Hellions pick for July, I'm going to just go ahead and get it read next week. So far that's 4 really promising books. The last book, and it's supposed to be a historical fantasy romance. And I was like, and I was looking through historical fantasy romance, and then a light bulb went off. I was like, I could read The Veil of Violence by Marilyn Marks. If you didn't know, The Veil of Violence is the second book in the Prince of Prohibition series, and I know there's going to be a third book, but I can read the second book. I read The Prince of Prohibition last month, and I absolutely loved it. I gave that 5 stars. It was one of my favorite reads of June. So it's the Roaring 20s, it's fae, and there's a lot more into it, and I just absolutely love that book. So I'm going to be reading the sequel to The Prince of Prohibition. So that is my TBR. Let me know if you are going to be participating in the historical fiction readathon. If so, what are you reading? I am probably going to vlog Daisy Jones and the Six and possibly Broken Country. I don't know if I'm going to vlog all the books because I got stuff to do next week. I got a lot of stuff to do next week. But I'm definitely going to vlog Daisy Jones and the Six since it's my first Taylor Jenkins Reid book. And I am curious on how I'm going to like that. So fingers crossed. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you made this far in this video and you want to let me know what you hear, please leave me a castle emoji. And until next time, my friends, happy reading. Bye.